Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Wicked Art. It's Wicked here, and today, on Tiny Tuesday, we are going to kind of redesign Mario from Super Mario Brothers a little bit. We are going to take him and draw him on more of like an epic scale. Now, obviously, these videos are meant for a younger audience, so it's a little bit more simplistic. But hey, practice is practice. I also want to thank everyone again. We're up to 300 something subscribers. That is awesome. That's 300 students. We're pushing for that 500 so I can start doing polls and asking you guys that way what you guys want to see. But other than that, we are going to get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to take Mario and just kind of uh, give him more of like an epic look. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw out kind of like the chest shape. Okay, so I'm trying to build up and give him like a bigger body, uh, just to kind of beef him up a little bit. So we're going to add in, so that's like a chest here. So we're going to take this now and we're going to add in our shoulder here. Okay. And then we're going to add in our tricep slash bicep area right here. So we're just going to really kind of beef them up a little bit. So that'll kind of be the arm right here. And the reason why I went ahead and draw that first, because I want to get that back side of the anatomy here. So we're going to go ahead and draw a little bit of the form right here. And we might make some adjustments too as we go. I just really wanted to get that in place. So I'm going to come in here and we're going to draw in the oblique slash, part of the back there. Then I'm just going to come down. We're going to give him that belly. And I'm going to kind of mirror draw, so I'm going to come to the other side here. And we're going to try to keep things even by going back and forth and trying to make it round that way. So just going to add in a few little shapes here just for a little bit of extra. Let's see. Let's bring the stomach out a little bit more on this side. Again, I'm trying to keep it even. Okay. Same thing here with this arm. Let's bring it up a little higher. Like that. Okay. And then I'm going to come to this side here, the shoulder. Connect that towards the head. Might be a little too high. So let's bring this shoulder down. Again, this is why we sketch lightly. Bring that over, and we'll bring the shoulder down a little bit more. Like that. And we can bring this over. And then we can draw in our head here. Just build in a shape right here. So we'll give him kind of a smaller head, just because we want the body to be more of the star. We can kind of fix that. Also with the body here, looking at this a little bit closer, let's shorten up the belly a little bit. And cut that down, making the body just a little bit too long. Okay. Then I want to come over here to this side, and we're going to come down, give ourselves a neck, and this part out, and our shoulder. So we want to kind of keep it close, so we might have to adjust like that. Okay, so we got one shoulder there. I'm going to do a little tricep shape, come down with the forearm. Let's round the belly out more right here. And the reason why I'm not doing like super details or anything is just from the standpoint of, we're going to put clothes and stuff on them. So let's see, let's bring out the forearm right here and curve that down. Need thumb shape right here and disappear behind the stomach a little bit. Okay, and I'm just going to build up the fist shape. Let's thin that one out. Go this way. Then we can bring this one back. That one back. Obviously, it'd be another hand there, or a finger there. We just can't see it. Let's switch over here to this other side. And we're going to bring our forearm out. Like that. Okay, and kind of take this, straighten it. So think of this as like, we're doing this like a king size Mario. Okay. So let's do a knuckle here. Bring out a finger. And we can have a thumb. Right here. Like that. Let's take our finger and let's cut it down some. Right there. And we'll have a little bit of one come back here. And one more. Right there. Okay, so now we've got that. Let's do the lower body. Let's do kind of the pelvic region here. So we're going to give him some, decent sized legs. So let's draw out our thighs. And we'll get ourselves a little bit of a kneecap right here. Like I said, we're just doing like a beefier version of Mario. So let's get like a foot shape right here. Be one of those plumbers who've been in the game for a little bit. He's got all that heavy lifting he does. Let's bring this leg out in front right here. Raise the tip of that finger right there. Okay, and then we'll come out with our calf. Do the same thing on the other side right there. Okay, and then I'll come in, get my foot shape, and that'll set up at least our Mario. So next thing we want to do is we want to start adding the features on there. Okay, so like his overalls, things like that. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start here, probably down here on the belly. Let's turn this up past the chest. I'm going to draw those overalls in here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase out just a little bit. For now, just that line in the middle. Because what I want to do is get those overall suspenders connected on there. Okay, now if you notice, I'm erasing this line in the middle because I want to be able to look like it's going over the shoulder. So I have this slight overlap right in here. Okay. Now we're going to come in and put that circle for where it's buttoned up. And then we can kind of give a little bit more detail. And just put that, through in the center. Actually, let's just leave that. Sorry about that. The idea was in my head that it would look good, but I don't like the way it looks, so we're going to leave it off. Okay, let's put that circle back. Now we want to do the same thing on this other side, so we want it to kind of wrap down. And go over the shoulder like that. Okay, so we have that going. So now we have the two straps. We also want to make it look like this back piece here is connected. Okay, so we have that. And that's going to come down right in here. And keep that together. And then we can kind of erase those lines. So we can keep this part here. Just don't have it touch the belly. And then like right in here we could add a wrinkle or a curve. We could do the same right there. Okay. So next thing we have is like down here by the shoe. So we want to kind of have a little bit of like a fold over that's resting on the shoe right here. And we'll do that on both sides. Okay. Then I can solidify and refine my actual shoe down here. Like that. Okay. We can erase. Let's go ahead and refine these lines here. And bring that one back. Okay, so let's come to this one. Kind of fold that up. And then we'll refine our shoe here. Like that. And then we have to get the gloves, right? So we're going to take that around. Have a little bit of an overhang. Okay, we're going to round that off. And just erase those lines in the middle right there. Okay, we also want to make sure that we have those little almost like button lines in there above the knuckle. Like that. Do one more. Okay. So when we come to the other side, I'm going to do the same thing. We'll have a slight overhang right here. Then we're going to take that out and round that off. Just like that. Okay. Then I'm going to come in here, get those little knuckle shape buttons that he's got on his hands right here. Alright. Yeah, some other things that we can do. You know, we want to kind of give the overalls just a little bit of an edge right here. Okay, so now we have that piece connected. You'll probably see a little bit that comes down right there and folds under. Okay, now I can go through and refine right here. Different things. So now like we want to, you know, do that nose, right? So that way we can kind of see where, you know, our mustache and stuff's going to be. So let's go ahead and we're going to do a typical Mario nose. Because you want to, when you're redesigning characters, you want to kind of keep some of the same aspects. Okay, so I'm going to come out here with my mustache. So now I have my mustache face on here, right? I have my nose in place. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill in my mustache. Just so it stands out. Okay. Next thing we want to do is refine this face. So as it comes around right here, we could give him a little bit of a chin down here. And take that and then take our ear right? And now we want to start working on the hat. So like I don't want to draw like, anything else until I get the hat in there, just because the hat can be tricky if you don't put it in the right place. So I'm just going to kind of curve out. Okay, same thing with my hat on this side. I want to come back with it. And then we can run a top arch like that. Okay, but then if we really think about it, so like I could come in here and I could add like his sideburns, right? And then run that back towards the head, or the ear back there. And then back from the ear is where I can kind of build up the hat itself. Just gotta figure out how much do we want it to go out and come back in. So I got that. And we want the circle like right there on the hat. And then we're just gonna do the letter M inside of his head there. Okay. Now, we do need to put in those eyes. Okay. So I'm going to make them a little bit more I guess on the angry side, I guess would be the best word for it. Just try not to make him look too happy. So like those will be my eyebrows. And just draw my eye shapes there. Give him more of an angrier look. I'm just going to draw in another circle right here. Just inside the eyeballs like that. And then all I'm going to do is stick in some pupils. I'm going to color his eyebrows in. And also that little bit of hair from the sideburns. Go ahead and color that in. And then what I could do, let's see, I curl out a lip down there at the bottom. Okay. Now comes the part where we want to kind of, beef it up and make it stick out. I'm going to thicken up my edges. So I'm just going to follow that edge around and see how that darkens that up. Just makes it stick out more. Some of the stuff like right here on the inside, I'm going to refine it, which means just making it nice and straight and clean. So I'm going to clean up any of the sketchiness around it. I'm also going to come in here and do that all over the body. And just keep refining and cleaning a lot of that sketchiness up. Again, just so it stands out and it looks nice. Let's go around the hand, refine those areas, and again, just the outside edge I'm thickening up. You don't have to do that part if you just want to go through and refine. It's just something I do with my artwork, just so that it sticks out more, or at least when I draw on paper. I don't necessarily always do that digitally. It just depends on the situation. But you can see how it's going to make him pop off that page. Okay, so we'll just continue around. Again, any of these lines inside that need some refinement, just to make them darker. If you notice, I'm not thickening it up, I'm just darkening by putting a little pressure. And just cleaning up those sketchy lines around it. Okay, so I'm going to go around the outside. And I just thought this would be funny because it's like, let's say Peach is in the castle needing to be saved, and Bowser's all sitting there like, Mario's not going to save you now. And then this big old swole Mario comes busting through the door, and he's like, what? Almost like dealing with a Hulk version of Mario. Okay, so I'm going to refine these suspender lines, or at least the straps for his overalls. Again, clean up any sketchiness that's in there. And continue with my thickening of the outside of the image. Clean up some of my sketchiness in there. Okay, again, just following it around. And I'm going to refine that nose. Okay. Let's continue with our neck here. Refine that strap inside, as well as down here on the body. I'm probably going to add a few more lines down there in the chest too, just so that we can not have it so empty in here. Okay. And just continue around. Again, if you look at what I'm doing when I'm cleaning the like inside areas, I'm not drawing those lines thick. I am just merely retracing over them and making them solid. Okay. So let's continue around the arm. It's just these outside lines that I'm thickening up. Just go through and just refine anything that you see. And just always remember, good art takes time. So don't sit here and try to rush this, Make sure things are nice, clean, and refined before you move on to another area. Again, that'll just make it stick out more. Okay. So I'm gonna cut this lamp light off. I really don't like how it blocks this part anyway, the darkening. So it's gonna come down. Go around this leg. Like that. Okay, I'm going to refine those kneecap lines. A little bit of the legs in there maybe. Find this line. And just keep going around. Okay, so this is where we're at. We just got to get it to this shoe here. Then I'm going to add in those little bit of chest lines to help spruce up that area inside of there. Okay, let's just refine this on the shoe and clean up some of the sketchiness down and around there. Okay, so what I want to do now is just get in some extra detail in this area. So like I could do things like bring the chest out some and have that build off of there. Right, and that'll help get some lines in there. I see a little bit of like a t-shirt line right here. Okay, but that's gonna do it for our Tiny Tuesday video on drawing Super Mario super sized. So thank you for stopping by. Also, if you like what you're seeing, please subscribe to the channel. Hit like, share, whatever, or if you just wanted this one video, that's cool. I'm just glad you stopped by. But leave me comments. If you have ideas for things that you want me to draw, please let me know. Y'all know me, I'm not psychic. I don't know what y'all are thinking and what you want to see. So you got to help me out here and let me know what you want. That way I can continue to bring you the little art lessons that you want, okay? So other than that, until next time, keep on sketching, and I will see every one of you in the next video. All right? Bye.